Hello, Cryptids.
Hi.
How ya doing?
Hope everyone's having a great Friday.
No one's having a better day than Spirit. He's grooving to the music already.
Mm-hmm. Can't help myself.
Anyway, we've got some content warnings. We have one content warning that could be a spoiler. Spirit, should we tell people?
I don't know if it comes up in this section.
Okay. I don't know if it comes up before the trial.
Yeah, that's... Anyway, this game includes graphic depictions of violence, teenagers, gore, graphic deaths, sudden loud noises, gun imagery, mentions of abuse, incorrect portrayal of dissociative identity disorder, gender issues, motorbike crashes, toxic masculinity, and may also mention or reference past sexual assault. If this makes you uncomfortable, you do not have to stay. Nagito doesn't want to stay.
He never does. All he wants to do is go, go, go.
Go, go, go. Zoom, zoom.
So you think we're probably fine not to mention the very, very spoilery content warning?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Huh?
Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
Nagito says self-care. Yes, he does.
He says self-care and scream. I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body.
We didn't make it in time. It's happened again.
Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura was really dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction?
Yeah, I don't think it shows up until the trial either, which is why I was like, maybe we can just wait on the spoilers. Don't choke.
Don't mind me, I'm just choking a little bit.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
She needs a minute to have some time. Her girlfriend perish. I would be so fucking distraught. Like there would be no consoling me.
No.
I would be inconsolable for the next 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again.
I need to examine Sakura's body.
I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do the thing. Do a thing. Not the thing.
Not the thing. The thing.
A thing. Time just passed. He couldn't do the thing.
No.
And after I don't know how long.
I got everyone.
Ogre?
Oh, she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed. I see.
As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered. And by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her. It's not just someone in this room. It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it.
You know it. Jeez, I didn't think your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What are you doing here?
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right. It's the next Monokuma file. And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that little face of yours. Made him southern in the middle there. I was going southern. You could have like no.
No.
Now then, with that hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Not again.
No. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura? Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again and then I killed her. Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell ya, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blackened is this time, I owe you one.
You owe them one?
Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because, I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
The hell? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, I'm glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all.
How can you say something like that now?
Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway.
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it.
You know?
I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
What?
Me? You're always a thorn on my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order.
An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on! Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
What?
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let someone like that come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate.
Oh, where was that attitude when you're telling Kyoko she's not allowed to investigate?
I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear.
I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro? Do you really object?
Bro, man, I just saw in your head right now. I almost said your lines for you. Like, dude, that's totally freaky. If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all
Then it's decided. Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
Does anyone else see the little lines of text that are just floating in the air, guys? Guys! Hello?
No!
Hey,
But we have to find out who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, and to honour Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Byakuya, have you forgotten? Literally everything having to do with Chihiro, Byakuya.
Fucking
Someone wasn't shying away from touching fucking dead bodies then.
Nope. That's enough
So-
fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out.
So it's only a dirty dead body if he's not the one contaminating the fucking crime scene. Got it.
Mhm.
Fucking hypocritical bitch. Little hypocritical cuntbag he is.
Mm-hmm.
How dare he?
How dare he?
Disgusting.
Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution.
Finding out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping if we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope.
Boo, Byakuya, boo.
We have no choice but to just do it. Just do it!
Just do it.
Just do it! Yes, and boo Byakuya. Byakuya, more like Byakuya, nah. Nah.
Boo.
Get the fuck out. Leave this place, Byakuya.
Leave
You are
this
not
place.
welcome here. You are not welcome. He not welcome.
No.
I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death was estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted.
Who?
However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
Welcome and not. Nice to see you. I think the case this time might be a challenge.
Why is that?
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door.
So if the door was blocked from the inside, and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
in other words,
In other words, this is a classic locked room murder.
Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime and then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations.
So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
Oh?
In other
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun. You shoot an arrow through a gap in the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't have any gap that would allow it.
Yeah, I think we can probably cross that one off the list.
It's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that.
That sounds like it could have been possible. Maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
Not a locked room.
In other words,
By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible.
Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics.
Also, she's wrong. It's not that it's not possible. Especially in a school building like this. I don't know if the schools in Scotland have these types of ceilings. But here, a lot of the ceilings have these They're like a drywall, but they have like a styrofoam look or appearance to them.
Mm-hmm.
But they're drywall, and you can push them up and push them out of the way and climb into the ceiling.
Yeah.
I've seen somebody do it before. It's something that you can definitely do as long as you are very, very light. But if schools around the world have similar ceilings,
Mm-hmm.
it would be possible. You don't really get a good look at the ceilings in this game because of the way it's animated,
Yeah.
so I couldn't tell you. But I think you see those ceilings in the anime. I could be wrong.
I think so.
But, you know, just she's saying it's generally not possible. But I mean, I can think of at least 3 different scenarios in which that is the case, involving ceilings like that, air conditioning ducts, and removable windows.
Mm.
Like, it's definitely possible. I don't think she's right to just dismiss it instantly, unless she knows something we don't know.
Yeah.
So there are 4 possibilities. And it doesn't look like Nut's phone is alive. Maybe it was alive just long enough to say who? Then Kyoko. Which of those 4 choices seems the most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say.
I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will always stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so he couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of sterner mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So,
It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty.
Well, Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you.
I know. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem 8-2. That reminds me, Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have got this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange.
What is?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can?
Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke to get inside.
correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
What does that matter?
So,
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. A mystery mouse tool.
I see mouse-tools everywhere.
Everywhere.
An important clue. I guess we should talk to him.
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away.
He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I better go before he crushes my soul completely.
however,
But for Sakura to have been killed,
Yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
and she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand?
They must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any chance against her. We already know who did it. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them.
If you think it's 3 people, you clearly don't know who did it.
We couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto?
Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more.
Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all 3 of them to meet with her, you know where, right here in the rec room.
What?
After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon.
By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then.
I'm telling you the truth. I heard it from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. She wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened.
Hina. It's impossible to not have regrets, I know. But the fact she'd already asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same place and same time that she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with all three of them directly. Is that skittering around Gizmo?
Yes.
He move.
He move.
It's around 1 o'clock right now. Shush, 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 phone. Shush, shush. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon, so roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving alter ego? This looks like some kind of wrapper.
That's...
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little.
So you gave that candy to Sakura?
I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. As soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room.
That's fucking selfish.
I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them.
You really like them that much?
But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her.
Right, I heard the sound and got confused too. I was like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? But no, they've lost all their flavour.
Maybe put them back in the warehouse and share with everyone again.
Mm-hmm.
Hina. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red and there are top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Wow, you think?
Thanks, Makoto. Very helpful.
Oh, there's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure that fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. The same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Oh my god, I want to click on the blood. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Why am I getting so many notifications? What is this?
You're popular.
Must be. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And in each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. I'm wondering how they get these figures inside the bottles. A simple day, they make the bottle around the figure.
So,
It's no different than your standard ship in a bottle.
Hmm?
You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that?
Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other
So
words,
this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will.
Mondo, stop with your bike. Stop it. Mondo!
Brum brum.
Mondo! He's yet again come back to prove he doesn't have a moped.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. The locker's open. And there on the inside is a handprint.
why?
What's the handprint doing here?
It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra.
So then, maybe the killer hidden here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right?
Oh yeah, the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door.
Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? I think it's just her I've got left to investigate. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's an obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her, but according to the Monokuma file, she also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips, that's for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe getting hit on the head caused her to vomit blood?
Not a chance.
Byakuya!
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Interesting.
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree?
No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to why she died. Duh. That's what the file said.
Blue.
Maybe we talk to him now.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me.
There's something I'd like to talk to you about.
Make it quick.
Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room?
So you found out. Interesting.
Then it's true?
I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster?
So you didn't go see her?
Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all.
Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight.
But okay, thanks. What have I not looked at? Oh, right at the door.
Oh,
This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only notable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt that the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked room from the inside, not from the outside. Interesting.
Listen.
well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation?
Yeah, I think so. For the most part.
Then you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place.
She decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right, I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 people. I need to hear what they have to say. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Can't believe they're sleeping at time like this.
Can't believe it's EP time.
I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds,
Who's there?
the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something.
I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Byakuya already told me that he was asked to meet with her.
What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it?
I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go.
Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact.
Is that good enough? I'm going back to my room.
With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room.
Oh, hero.
Oh, fortune-telling boy. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that? Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened within you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Oker told me herself she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura? No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Ina got hurt and took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets. Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it's just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went, so... well, if you'll excuse me... Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said it was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it.
Pocket trash.
Pocket trash. Pocket sand! Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from inside the chem lab. So where should I start?
Hiro, why so suspicious?
Why so suspicious, Hiro?
Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way.
Yeah, I got it.
I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand.
No, I think what I meant to say was, yeah, I got it. Prick.
No coin.
No coin. This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. It's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like that bottle had a label on it. Chem C4.
Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
Then the powder must have been spilled.
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident.
If that really was when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the left shelf.
How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan.
By we, do you mean me?
How kind of you to offer.
It wasn't an offer, you prick. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
Well, let's go. Chop chop.
Okay. So I got to work, and before long, I had drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this?
Not bad. For you, I mean.
I don't know, I think it's quite bad. Me personally.
Yeah.
I would sketch better. For me...
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf.
You don't say, Byakuya. You don't
Such
say.
a genius. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me. You had to have him draw that out, you couldn't have just looked at the powder.
Maybe he's allergic to the powder. He looks at it, he sneezes. He looks at it, he sneezes, and then a guy who's an even bigger bastard starts speaking out his mouth.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly
Makoto, are they yours?
No?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said.
Is it Makoto's one flaw is that he's not good at doodling floor plans? I see. Your feet do appear to be a bit too big.
I can think of other flaws, but at least he doesn't have as many flaws as this fucker.
Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints.
Unfortunately?
But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to.
Then the prints are a really valuable clue. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. There's also the remains of a broken bottle. Looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Hey, Bucket!
Hello, Bucket.
It looks like someone left some footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink found in the rec room was probably on this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. Are they?
The picture clearly shows one that is marked C9.
Makoto. Makoto.
Makoto needs spectacles.
Which, by the way, I finally got my replacements in, so my lenses actually have lenses. They are not touch through.
No.
I can't poke myself in the eye anymore.
No poke self in
Nope.
eye.
Fine wee spectacles. And they are slightly different than my old ones, but, you know, they're basically the same. Like, look at them, they're basically the same.
Basically the same.
So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving of unit section A. What you mean, like the label? You mean like the label that's right there? Section
He's
A?
rubbing his brain cells together so
Oh my
hard
God.
trying to make a thought.
There's fucking smoke coming from them. Huh, but wait. This one bottle here is labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it there on accident? So on this shelf is... Looks like a bunch of chemicals that I've got no idea what they are.
They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss.
Speaking as a stupid person, it's not. It's quite frustrating. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
A small spark happens every day in his head. He has one thought per day.
Me?
Not you, Makoto.
Could be me.
Could
Sounds
be you.
like me.
What? You think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world? The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well.
I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is... one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. They look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. I see. Do you think it has anything to do with the skull and crossbones on them? I dropped a perfectly good seed in my pile of bad seeds.
Oh, that's sad.
I'm sad.
Sad.
I don't want to waste it. Where'd it go? Why it disappear? This is not fair. This is a tragedy. A tragedy.
Tragedy.
It's fine. I will just forget about it and move on. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit Section C. I should try to find more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with the label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Rec room. Which way? You know what? I'm being dumb.
Use map.
I could just
Zoom.
zoom.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going?
It's going shit.
Shite. Fucking horrendously.
I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go and see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying.
Clearly, Hiro.
Clearly, Hiro.
Someone's lying?
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look over them one more time.
Why can't you just show me? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think?
Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bloody letters. It said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you've found it.
Kyoko, is this
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
the dying message?
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Then she's the killer, right?
Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer.
I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, that makes me more suspicious. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it.
Correlation. Can't you just tell me what it is, Kyoko?
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome.
And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer?
I do trust you. To a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with.
Only to a degree?
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
An experiment?
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too.
Are you sure it's okay for me to mess with the crime scene like that?
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so... Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all
But
the
you're not
glass.
supposed to leave!
You're not supposed to leave that room!
With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up...
Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work.
So what kind of experiment are we doing?
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights.
Compare the weights of what?
The pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact.
Why do you want to do that?
That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done. First, let's compare the weight of the two normal Monokuma bottles.
It's balanced.
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same.
Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else could really affect the weight.
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see?
Well, the normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces that we collected will be lighter. I mean, I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
Okay, then let's give it a try.
Huh? The broken pieces are heavier. How's that possible?
Just as I thought.
What?
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles put it all together. And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you.
Oh my god. That's what I think. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out.
Well, yeah, I know, but...
Don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it.
Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times... I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
That's totally normal.
Then how can you?
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past.
What?
Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here.
Her shoes?
You see that yellow powder on her instep?
Yeah, it really stands out.
That powder is clue number 1. Next is the winter head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So, let me just explain.
It would seem.
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head.
2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail.
So, the question is, why couldn't she point stuff like this out before? Why?
Why?
Just, like, show us how you got to your conclusion and explain it. You don't have to just tell me point blank. But why make me run around and figure it out when you know?
Come on, Kyoko.
I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Well, that was fast.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Well, guys, are you surprised? Look at that. Look at that.
Look at that.
It's time already. But the mystery of the locked room is only still half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. Makoto, the first time I played this, by this point, I had already figured it out. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. The pieces are all there. Well, almost all there. Technically speaking. Right?
What?
I said the pieces are all there, and then I said, well, actually, almost all there. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Spilla is like the Strack. He do things. Oh, he's updating the content warning?
Yeah.
No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen.
They're missing one piece, and that piece is Best Girl Sakura.
Monokuma made his announcement, and everyone began to meet up one after the other. And then... the ultimate martial artist! A locked room murder mystery!
Winky face. What the?
Sorry, winky face! Oh, I've recently just discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss it a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD. That's just plain creepy, dude.
Well,
And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put a sad face, it makes it look super negative.
yes,
For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right, that does make it seem sad, bro.
I can't wait.
I'm fucking losing it at the emoticons. Now then, please get on the elevator. Ooh. I'll see you down there. I don't even know how to make a sound for that, so it's fine.
What the hell was that?
I don't get it, man. I don't get it.
Just the
He's saying the emoticons verbally, that is canon. I see. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after murdering someone?
I don't think I'm acting casual. And I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Whatever.
Imagine him using one of these.
Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt one of us is the culprit.
The killer, the one that murdered Sakura.
Monokuma uses Owo unironically.
I use a one ironically. I started using it ironically, and then
Yeah.
it's Like how I started saying y'all.
Y'all.
I only ever said y'all as a joke. And then it happened.
Bucket pastel test. Parenthesis, semicolon, subtraction, semicolon, parenthesis.
I see. Had to think about it. It took me a minute to build the image in my head, okay? She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet someone killed her. And that person is here? That person is one of us? Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator, but with each step I took, it felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you? Huh? Really? Oh, that's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault that we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Now then, are you ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. Seats. Don't they stand?
Yeah.
Seats. And so the curtains open for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial.
Sava.
I have so many Sava slots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, guys, that was the stream. Goodbye. That was it. Goodbye. You know, if people ask very nicely, maybe... If people ask very nicely, maybe we'll do the trial.
I need to be told what that Greek letter is. I can't tell by looking at it.
Epsilon?
Sigma?
Sigma. Okay. Sun says, please, oh, whoa, silly.
Please, oh.
I suppose we can, but we would be monsters if we didn't give you a little bit of Gizmo time. So we're going to take a quick break. I'm going to grab more sunflower seeds. And you guys are going to get Gizmo. Can you make sure the camera's lined up now that he's moved?
Mm-hmm.
He was running all over the place. We want to make sure you'll actually be able to see him.
Okay.
All right. We will be right back. Bye bye, Gizmo.
What?
Spell it.
Oh, we're live. Hi.
I think you guys are right on the money. I think it was definitely not.
Definitely not.
Like, I think the Florida man evidence is really all I need to. I don't know if I'm ready for the trial.
You're not ready. Not ready to find out what happened to the best girl, Sakura.
If you are a person that is easily triggered, by the way, you may want to check the content warning because something has been added. We are not going to actually say it because it is a spoiler, so...
Yes, but it is pinned. I edited the content warning to have it at the very top, so it should be the first thing you read. If that will make you uncomfortable, please don't feel like you have to stay. I know I jokingly say that at the end of every content warning, but it's a very serious topic.
You jokingly say that? I thought it was serious.
It sounds like I jokingly say it.
Yeah.
I mean it all the time, but you know, this time it's very serious. Like, if you need to leave, please do. You know, other times I'll jokingly say you can go. Fine. But this time it's a genuinely serious. If you need to leave, you may do. We will not mind. Your mental health is more important to us.
Even if you're gonna miss us proving that it was not who did it.
Yes, exactly, son. Self-care.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
You know, all I can think of right now is the fact that the chair that Monokuma is on looks suspiciously like the kitchen chairs at my grandma's house. And I would sit in those for dinner, and I can't wait, we're having steak, and yum.
Yum, yum, yum.
That's all I can think.
Yeah.
Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro.
Aggressive vibrate.
It was
Hydrate, don't hydrate.
One moment, I will.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No
Almost
way.
read his fucking line again.
Breathe, don't heave.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Tina really seems sure that one of those three is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that.
It was one of you.
Okay, I hydrate now.
Who killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Are you struggling?
Yes. There's gotta be some reason that Hina feels so strongly.
Son is bleeding. He got his Ramune, and he's taking the meds.
That is good. I forgot to take my meds once again.
I finally have my meds to take again.
Only 7 days worth.
Only 7 days worth, but it's fine because I have an appointment with my psychiatrist on Monday. Where hopefully I can get her to, you know,
It was one of you.
redo it.
One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you
It would be Hina's account on that's all the evidence you've got, right?
You all had a motive.
I think.
You hated
Shit,
her.
I think so.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Oh
It
my
was
god,
one
I'm
of
studying.
you killed.
And what reason do you...
Because you hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense. That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
Oh my god.
Low. That's about as low as you can. It was one of you killed.
Am I right though?
Yes, you're right.
You hated her.
Is that it? That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I can't disagree with Tina. There's good reason to suspect all three of them. Then does that mean one of them did it? Pocket trash.
Pocket try.
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious. One of you is absolutely guilty.
I don't deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw her.
No, that's wrong. Hiro, when we were talking before, you dropped a small piece of paper, remember? It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's...
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura! It's the only explanation.
Well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
But what Hiro said can't be right. Because Sakura could have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know that is because...
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So
He's
if that
lying
was the
so
last
bad.
time you
Like
saw
his
her,
lies are
there's
so
no reason you should have had that candy.
shittily thrown together.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was...
But could he really have killed someone? Look at him.
Look at him.
Oh, that's right. I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked. That's all. I didn't do anything. You gotta believe me.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
It's me. It's me.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would the message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw
We've
it for
all just
myself.
become Monokuma. Yes, the chat has become Monokuma.
Mm-hmm. All Monokuma.
All Monokuma.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh, hold on. But when Kyoko found the magazine with the dying message, it was...
I got it! Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, there's an obvious problem with what Hiro said before. Pocket trash.
Pocket trash.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
No, there's definitely something wrong with what Hiro said just now.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem?
I don't know. Can Monica make delicious donuts and Papa's Donuteria?
I don't know. Have you figured it out?
No.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was
What?
only after the
Oh, damn it.
investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I am so unsure.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you
It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the
magazine tucked away when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Damn it! I did it again.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Anyone have any ideas?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
The one that hit has got to be his first
I found
line.
the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was...
And I can tell you it was only after the I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine. When I pulled it out.
What's your
I got
problem?
it.
What I said makes total sense.
Is it magazine shelf on what he says?
Yes.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
What?
The Vienna sausage.
What?
Actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Do we know it's true?
Do we know, Hiro?
Without a doubt, no, I absolutely do doubt it. There's no way Sakura wrote that message. Fuck.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof.
How do you start fever time, by the way?
30% right.
I don't know.
The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Conspiracy. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Show me the proof.
The fuck is the button?
I don't know. I tried and I couldn't figure it out. Try R1 or R2.
For all of us? I refuse to give up yet.
Can I steal the vape before you start again?
I don't have it.
You don't have it?
I don't think so. Oh, I guess I do. I didn't realize I had it.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. Conspiracy. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right.
Fuck.
Do you need a hand?
Yes, please. I do not like these battles. I am not coordinated enough.
Can I get the headphones?
Spirit's gonna help me.
I refuse to give up yet.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
I can't tell how being able to hear even helps you.
The end is nigh. I'm at least 30% right. Conspiracy. The end is nigh. Can't hear you, can't hear you. Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Oh.
Oh!
I'm completely unconvinced. you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. But both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hero could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
That's suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
He admits it.
I figured as much.
But why would you
Sus.
write something like that?
Even Gizmo thinks it's sus. He's running around all rambunctiously. He's like, it's sus!
It's sus.
Is he playing with his mirror?
He is.
Yeah, you should face the camera to it. Tell me when.
No.
Because
He's kind of partially hiding.
He's partially hidden, but he's playing with the mirror. See, he touch. He look.
He look.
because I killed her.
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked. What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Sure. Thanks.
and that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then
He is silly boy.
I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle off the shelf and smashed it across her head. I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening.
Poor Sakura.
Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hero's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hero's story just now doesn't explain.
Hero, no.
Awfully short trial, huh?
And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it that Hero said that didn't make sense?
I got it. That's
Which
true.
the options was it?
Everything you
Magazine
just
being
said,
hidden.
It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
Ooh.
I don't think there's any
Oh.
question about that.
Then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Who wouldn't have liked it?
I got it!
Well, definitely not Byakuya. He would have fucking loved that.
Who would have left it?
Mm-hmm.
person whose name was written on it.
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have... Wait! But more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right?
Hydration time. Time to fill the bucket.
Fill the bucket.
Fill the bucket.
Hero just admitted
The bucket.
it.
Oh, I can
bucket.
echo in this bowl.
Ah.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Just tell us what happened one more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hero isn't the real killer. And I have to prove that. Hydrate!
Hydrate.
I have finished my hydrate. I have had all my energy drink. I have had all my poggers.
Oh, your poggers.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered, and she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
Is it the examination summary?
Hit her
Yes.
from behind. And you only
I went in
hit
and
her
noted about in the
Is that right?
truth bullets to see the
Just once.
bigger ones. And the examination summary specifically mentions 2 hits.
See? Hero really is the killer!
I didn't want to, but I grabbed a Monokuma and I hit Ogre from
Behind.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong. If Sakura died from Hiro's single blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Two?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles. Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf, right? And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
How can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
The correlation between the Monokuma bottles is starting to become clear. The connection must be...
Logic chess.
That's it! The chess pieces!
Logic chess.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So
Not
we
the
only
queen.
have evidence for
Not the
5
queen.
bottles at the
God
scene,
save the queen.
while one
Not the
apparently
queen.
went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Yeah, shogi is way better.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the point.
No. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Haru just wanted his
Let's
opinion to be
state
known.
The missing bottle must have been. Maybe then you'll understand.
Maybe it's a Muscatool? Maybe?
Mystery Muscatool. I was excited.
The bottle must have been broken.
I hate it when my bottles are excited.
I'm so sure.
It's the worst when they're excited. They don't sit.
There was
They don't sit at
evidence
peace.
at the scene that supports
They're all over the place.
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
There wasn't just a single broken bottle, and the evidence that proves that is... Is it the examination?
No.
No? Did I miss it? Oh, bottle experiment. I
Yes.
completely overlooked it.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is... there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of
Well,
the crime.
Sakura pointed out that he'd not once but twice.
Bonk.
But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces. Which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
They could have tried piecing the bottle back together and then throwing those pieces out. I mean, that's what I would have done.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt the second is missing. And it's involved... the second missing Monokuma bottle is involved in this case.
Symbolic aficionados.
The bottle that was removed from the scene was used...
Yeah, spell the bucket so you don't kick the bucket.
...was attacked.
It's important.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle.
Important.
Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
I miss Mondo.
The killer wanted to
Miss
make it
Mondo.
look like there was only
Yeah, he was
one
centered in the screen. I miss him.
They had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow.
It was an accident. He didn't mean it. He was respectful of the trans body. He was good.
We all miss Mondo.
Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Shut up! seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am. Plus,
I mean, at least he'll admit when he's wrong. That's more than I can say for about probably 75% of men.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I'll admit, even I have trouble admitting when I'm wrong, but it's to very specific people. It's like, I will typically admit when I'm wrong, but if you are related to me by blood, then I struggle.
Yeah.
it was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
That's fair.
Could
That
someone
is fair.
turn the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Hum.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all...
It's not ridiculous at all. There's definitely proof that shows Toko was hiding in the rec room.
A new element.
You can narrate the new element.
I can narrate it. So far, you've probably been pressing the triangle button during your final strike without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you'll have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your coup de grace. You'll select it the same way as during the non-stop debate, simply pressing the L1 button. Also, like the debate, if your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you're set to mean regardless. Just this once, okay? Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Well then, good luck and have fun. You let me finish mine first. It's...
I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. That's a lie! That's enough! That's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. That's enough!
This should prove
I fucking did it!
You did it!
I did it on my own!
I'm so proud of you.
Did you know
Oh my god!
behind a walker?
I was sweating so much. I was fucking sweating so much. Hold on, just hold on.
He needs a moment.
Ow!
Don't trip.
The fuck did I trip over?
Possibly my slippers. Oopsies. Oops.
I had to spray more of the good man smell. I mean, I'm sorry, the old man smell.
No, not the slippers. Yeah, sorry. Oopsies. Oh, the man smell.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the lockers?
They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Stop wasting my us the truth.
Jokia asked. She gotta be honest now.
She has to be honest now.
Look there. What did I say?
Yep.
She just straight up admitted it.
Then you killed Sakura.
No, I swear, there's no way.
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
Sakura's note.
This is fucking great.
Went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go. But I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that.
He is exhausted. He has had enough. It's not fun for him anymore.
Wow! Hello, Mavens!
Hello. Welcome in.
I hope you enjoy your stay in the cult.
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her, you mean? Convenient.
Mm-hmm.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be...
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Well, but I thought you liked the killing game. Wouldn't it be very interesting if Jack killed you?
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out.
Would it not amuse you enough? Is that it?
It's only amusing until it's his neck on the chopping block, and suddenly, it's not a game anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking rich people.
Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's, you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
So that's good. Keep talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
I thought for sure you'd have words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone. We're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
It's not over yet, is it? Is that gonna be all you say the rest of the stream? Not. I'm not judging, but I'm just curious.
And that's like they're pinning my mother on someone else.
The one who killed Sakura is. Who?
Who?
But there were only 2 broken bottles.
It's not.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No.
Shoot!
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf. I was just... And all of a sudden, Sakura... I remember waking up right...
No,
You
that's
were taken
wrong.
by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood.
No.
That's wrong.
Shoot!
That's wrong. What was it?
Status of Sakura's body on in front of the magazine shelf.
Sakura was right... I remember waking up...
And you were taken by surprise when... So you
Next
smashed her
one.
head...
You got it! I smashed...
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong. We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Oh, shut
Just
up.
another lie from a
Shut
bloodthirsty
up.
serial killer.
You were useful for a while, Byakuya, but now you can just shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
That has to be it.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
And she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well,
Hiro is
are
so
you still
confused.
He
convinced
is.
this has come
He
to
is
an
so
end?
lost.
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained.
It's quite simple when you think about it.
Until
Mhm.
we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I don't think that's possible.
There's no way that Toko was hiding in the locker because I saw for the locker.
I was in the locker.
Even before we opened the door to the rec room,
He was the locker.
I both
He
got
was the locker.
inside.
It would be why the locker's too small, because he's the locker.
He is the locker.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
Okay, he's useful again. Let him cook.
But if
Well, I'm
Genocide
good.
Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre did from the shot to the head.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Could we really be missing something so important? If there's another possible explanation, maybe it's...
Maybe it's what, Makoto? Why do your thoughts just stop mid-sentence?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from
Genocide Jill? And what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot.
No, it's wrong.
Monokuma File 4. And shot to the head.
I see.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
Okay.
This is my conclusion, therefore it is right.
You're making
Spoken like a true rich person.
Mm-hmm.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible.
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
But you're the only one talking.
The fucking chat.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not
Poison
an
for Crystal.
especially powerful
Cusco's poison.
but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle.
Sakura's poison. Sakura's poison. The poison specifically for Sakura.
But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And,
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
well, that's the question, isn't it?
It came from Section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
I couldn't believe my eyes. Excuse me. Byakuya put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
We were so shocked at what we were seeing, all we could do was stand there and watch. But as if it were the most natural thing in the world, Byakuya was so calm as ever.
Sir!
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder! It'll stick to your throat!
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Kyoko took the bottle from Byakuya and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. She touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Huh?
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Which would mean, conversely, the poison must have been in the... Could it be? Give me a K.
Give him a key.
There it goes.
Now I understand.
Now he understand.
The poison must have
I just like to imagine when he does that, he sits there going pew 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 pew
Pew pew pew pew pew pew.
for like 3 minutes.
If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
Poison specifically for Sakura. Sakura's poison.
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The evidence.
I got it!
He got it.
The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me. The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Yep, I did it. I killed Sakura.
Who hasn't?
I suspect.
Everyone's killed Sakura at this point.
The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here player who wears sneakers are...
Sneakers. Koto and Leon, clearly.
Clearly.
I got
It was Leon that did it.
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours?
No.
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to me,
Yes, Leon is the clear culprit.
only one other possibility.
Alright, guys, be honest. Who in this room hasn't killed Sakura?
Just Hina.
Was it you?
What? What?
Monokuma.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them...
Bucket
are so
hasn't.
close.
Bucket hasn't killed Sakura.
I think I have.
You think you have?
That's
Yeah.
likely
What did you do?
exactly why it
I played the
turned out
game,
this way.
therefore Sakura died.
Oh no. In that case, then I think I have as well.
Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction.
Resisting the urge to wear the placenta face mask.
What?
I think you get confused every time the placenta face mask is brought up.
No, I want to know how Bucket has one. Where are you getting placenta from?
Where are you harvesting your placenta from, Bucket?
Hina used
No, this time I'm not confused by the existence of the mask. I'm confused by how Bucket has it.
Their grandma.
I see.
Is it? I hope it's not your grandma's placenta.
Why?
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us.
It better not be. Yeah, I hope not.
Coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what
Bucket's
you thought.
grandma, why?
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave
The
her
brand made her skin drier, so she's like, here, you dry your skin out instead.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it. I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind.
Wow.
Words
Rip
like
Bucket's skin.
friendship don't matter here. What
Rip,
matters
rip.
is outwitting the
Rip, rip.
opponent, defeating them.
Bucket's grandma, why?
Why?
Person alive would sacrifice themselves for
I
another.
would.
In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
I would sacrifice myself for you in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even question it.
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not
You would
convinced.
sacrifice yourself for your cats.
That's fair.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Aw, son.
Oh.
Are you sure about that?
I would feel like a terrible I feel like a terrible person for saying this.
Mm-hmm.
but the only person I would sacrifice myself for would be you. Because if I sacrificed myself for anyone else, like, I feel like you would just be so upset that I was gone, and I couldn't do that to you. I could only do that to you if it meant saving your life.
Aww.
Like, don't get me wrong, I would want to. But my not wanting to disappoint Spirit would come first. So it's not that you guys aren't important to me. You are. But Spirit is number one priority for me. Above Gizmo, above cats. Above me.
Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious. Too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just how it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. No.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the honestly fair to? Because I've just noticed it.
It was sent when you were talking about who you would sacrifice yourself for and why.
Gotcha. Because I'm a very self-sacrificing person, just in general. But what would hold me up is the fact it would hurt you if I was gone. So, like,
Yeah.
Isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
How long? Until we figure it out. Until we uncover the full truth of this case.
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
Okay, and then?
I moved from
Oh my god, so he's secretly a robot and he's glitching. He is.
No, that's wrong.
Secret.
You said you went to get the poison from Section C. And that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A. That contradicts what you just said.
What?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of
What
this?
is the meaning of all this?
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
What the hell? What's going on here?
And
He
the
is so
footprints
angry that he
aren't
is
the
wrong.
only problem
Mhm.
with your account.
And I absolutely love it.
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
You see how he phrases that? You think you found. So condescending.
This.
A piece of glass?
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle.
So he almost drank that. Maybe he should have.
And the
Suck it up,
was
buttercup.
closed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well, Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Oh, that's insulting.
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Is it the window? Looks like it.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room? Where was it the bottle of poison should have been when I broke the rec room window?
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina? And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
Angie vibrate.
Angie vibrate.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast. I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
He just comes right out and says it. The reason she can say that is because there's evidence. There's proof someone brought the protein can to the rec room after it was opened.
He is so mad.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be. It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got
Don't
the door
fucking-
open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the
Is it
whole
her
time.
account?
No.
Is it the empty drink?
Yes.
It was in there before the rec room was
Last
unlocked.
thing?
Yes.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until the lock. It absolutely.
So you're someone plant?
No. It had to have been in there the whole time.
Just because you're a white rich boy doesn't mean you're all knowing.
It was in there before the rec room was unlocked.
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until the. It absolutely.
So you're someone.
Time's up. Oof. I timed up. I timed up the.
Time's up. It did.
Give up yet.
Oh, I haven't placed an ad jail.
Ad jail.
Mhm.
Is it at least a good ad?
When it comes to that, there's not a doubt until the. It
I don't
absolutely.
know.
So you're someone plant?
No. It had to have been
There
in
are skeletons. I would say yes.
It was in there before the rec room.
No, that's wrong.
Oh, Bucket is also an ad jail.
You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Ow. Got like a spot in my nose.
Oh no.
Don't you mean?
Oh
As
no.
long as it was a locked room, it only could
Have you
be
been freed
the
from
can
ad jail yet, Bucket?
and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison?
Yay! No more ad jail.
No more ad
We
jail.
all agreed she was tricked into
You have been
drinking
freed.
the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please.
Oh,
tell us.
sorry?
Sorry?
What?
Before
Shocking.
we do that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
The one who got the poison from the chem lab and brought it to the rec room.
No.
I got it!
And that was not an option.
Damn.
I think it was Sakura herself.
Huh?
Chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. I have to get Hina to admit that. Oh god damn it!
Another one.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong!
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
It'll be circle button to skip through all of his crap.
I refuse to give up yet.
I don't get how there are people who do this on the hardest mode all in one try. How in the fuck?
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! I'm telling you, I did it! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! Just let it end already! Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took the poison?
This should prove it.
There you go.
Snake.
You're welcome.
Hina,
Oh, fuck.
Shaking your whole fucking desk.
I know. Oopsies.
It did?
it did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura.
What a gasp.
And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it a bit from where she was actually standing. Which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
The one that killed Sakura. The connection between Sakura and the poison. The poison meant to kill Sakura. And the poison specifically for Sakura In the locked room, and the poison specifically for Sakura. There was only one way to explain it.
Here's my answer. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up.
Mercy.
Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the lost room.
Because of course,
Byakuya locked her room in secret.
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath.
I'll end this.
And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we couldn't open it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others.
On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else, but your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone.
Ogre!
Oh, so she's dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No! No, 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 no! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Alright, where's Byakuya get his fucking loot? Let's see.
Let's see.
This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot.
Oh, I mixed up the two locker ones.
Yeah, I think I did as well.
The killer is you! But one of them headed out a bit. She got there one step ahead of everyone. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight.
Dun 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 dun.
Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro. When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
Sakura is such a fucking angel.
She is.
I fucking love her so much.
To switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle.
The fucking running away drones are so funny.
They really are. Nyum.
Nyum.
Also the one with her standing over him.
Yeah.
She's like, whoa.
What?
And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide. And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
Complete.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact.
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to... How were you able to...
Oh, yippee.
His fragile ego.
You
It's
still
trouble.
haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this See? Didn't I tell you?
It's so worth it. He's so fucking upset. It's so great.
When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
Bonk. I got a B for bonk.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Ding, ding, ding. Ding, ding, ding.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself. Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet you... Why did you do that?
Don't be mean.
Yeah, we almost died there.
Don't be mean.
This.
Because...
It caught me so off guard.
That's exactly what I wanted.
What?
Son is devastated. I mean, the reason Sakura died is because all of you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why. I couldn't let her be the only one that died. You don't mean you were gonna take us all with you. We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
For serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand? Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this.
Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. That's...
I found it on the ground, in front of the rec room. It's Sakura's suicide note.
Suicide note?
Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran out after her and... Sakura, calm down. You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine.
I can't calm down! I don't care if I suffer for this. It's my fault after all. But you're suffering because of me. You tried to protect me, but because of me, my closest friend got hurt.
Sakura.
Because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility.
Sakura thought she was responsible. She thought everything was her fault. Which is why She wanted to find some way to get everyone to forgive her. So she asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is?
Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But,
Talk about what?
um...
Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up at you at once, even you.
Hina,
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
I'm gonna cry.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would have understood. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
Yet... Yes, best girl. You trampled all over her feelings. And then you did the unthinkable.
No, that was just a misunderstanding.
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her. Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you'd pushed her. Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina,
Hina, you came.
Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina,
Hina,
Huh?
I'm so glad I got to meet you.
What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein.
She is.
Could I
She's
ask
so
you
good.
to?
Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get the protein she'd asked for. When I got there, I saw the powder, and that's when I realised. I saw that someone had taken something from the poison shelf. Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could, but by the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura, let me in. Please open the door.
Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weaknesses, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness, that's normal. And yet,
Why?
you all blamed her. I tried to protect her and I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realise it.
Hina,
We killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her. People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Sakura died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets.
I don't think she died hating any of them.
No, I don't think she
I
did.
think it was out of love.
Mm-hmm.
I think she... I think her concern was she knew someone was going to kill her. And that there was going to be a trial. And either the person who killed her was going to die, or everyone else was going to die.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't want any of them to die because she loved them so much.
Yeah.
And so she killed herself so that there would be no one to execute.
Yeah.
And she left the note so that they would know that she did it. Because she didn't want anyone else to die.
Mm-hmm.
And so as much as Hina's trying to get vengeance for her, it makes what Hina did that much more terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Because the reason Sakura is dead is because she did not want everyone else to die.
Yeah.
But Hina took it upon herself to try and get revenge. And if everyone had died because Hina had tricked them, it would have been the last thing Sakura wanted.
Yeah. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I could never face her after this.
I'm sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but it's just taking so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura was actually thinking when she died?
What did you say?
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant?
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking. Because her and me.
In other words,
Well, what I'm trying to say is,
yes, indeed.
don't you think the entire Foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is that?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But Hina already...
Too bad.
Oh, I wrote that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one Sakura addressed to Hina and put in her room.
What? Then you lied to me?
Oh, don't say lie. It makes it sound so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit. I can't help it if you totally took my little scribbles at face value. I didn't even have Sakura's signature on it. You filthy little... I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything. Did I falsify evidence? Did I affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You were the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? This is all part of the production process. Okay, and scene. Cut.
And
So then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna
I'm glad you asked. For your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice. But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
And isn't this just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in the darkness. Gives me the willies.
enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Ahem. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
What the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would move forward. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sayaka. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off, wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying so desperately to stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
that's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura...
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all of you led directly to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, isn't it? Or maybe oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't just end up with me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me, which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get the situation under control. And to fulfill that obligation, I've decided to do as the mastermind has commanded. I will do as I was told and commit murder.
I've decided. The one I'm going myself.
If the mastermind demands I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning. Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I've never had people like you in my life.
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered. She didn't die hating us.
I still think she felt cornered.
Yeah. But not by them.
Yeah. I think it was twofold. I think she felt cornered by the mastermind and also by them, because I think there was a part of her that was really hoping that they could get by her betrayal, because she wanted to be happy with Hina.
Yeah.
But when they started attacking Hina, she felt trapped by them and trapped by the mastermind, because the mastermind wanted her to commit murder, or, the dojo wouldn't survive. And even without that threat, her friends wanted to kill her.
Yeah.
And she couldn't get past that, because the only person she really had on her side was Kyoko, and Makoto were neutral. She only had Hina.
Yeah.
Correct.
Sorry, I skipped your line.
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us. She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much. No normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
Just a sec, I'm gonna flip this up. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. I am really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, that's enough for me. That is the path that I have chosen. This is the only way that I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I want you to understand why I'm doing this. In that end, though, I hope to show myself through my actions and not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else. No matter what, just survive.
This is... Sorry, I'm away here. I didn't understand how she felt. Not at all. I thought we were close, and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless. She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one. She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserved it. Now then, the next victim has been decided.
What do you mean, next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that fake suicide note. Plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste. Because she made us remember. We're not enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her, can't blame her, and nobody can blame Hina either.
What?
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered. Because the one we needed to destroy is you and nobody else.
What the heck? That's not how this is supposed to go. But anyway, are you sure about that? This killing game is a competition between all of you, remember? Your enemy is each other.
He's absolutely right about that.
Ah, lovely Byakuya. You understand, don't you?
This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that those are the rules of this game. Which is why I am bowing out of the game.
Huh?
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game. There's no point in participating in a game which has lost that sense of excitement. Which is why I will no longer be participating in it.
What's going on here?
Now I have only one thing to look forward to. And that is to heap the harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me.
Right, because that's what this is about.
Mm-hmm.
Byakuya, does that mean...
Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism, if that's what you're thinking. Wherever master goes, I go. And if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire.
Everyone.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death has had no meaning?
How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still gonna be the one to have the fun time.
The fun time.
Anyway, let's forget about that good-for-nothing backstabber and get back on track. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. Punishment time!
Wait, but Sakura was technically the killer, right? And she's dead.
You're not gonna...
Is it me?
Oh, heavens no. Just because the Blackened is dead doesn't mean I can't snub whatever old student I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bare times one rule? But I spent too much time preparing my special punishment. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I've prepared a special guest.
Special guest.
It's punishment time.
Also, I'm very, very hung up on whether or not we should count this as a death on the death counter.
Uh-oh.
So what do we think, chat? Do we think that we're going to be counting this as the death on the death counter? What do we think about the destruction of an AI? Yes, death on the death counter?
Yes.
You suck, man. You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk.
Woo, that really took a lot out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say for a post-workout grilled chicken's where it's at. And I'm all about that grilled goodness.
You're fucking wrong. Steak is where it's at. Fuck you.
Fried, boiled, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at.
I realize how dangerous it could be, but I still have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just an inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul. My disbelief gave way to raw anger. The anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. It bubbled up through my body, quickly overflowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
What? You were friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next, friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend. And you killed him! Is that what you call amyism, when a soul dwells within all things, even, like, laptops? Well, you can call it whatever the fuck you want. Bottom line is, it got in my way. It was trying to find things out all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed them.
Finally? No. I knew about him from the very beginning. I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was all gonna play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Well, I mean, the data in that laptop? It was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you. Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult. So, of course I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network is just too personal, so I had to do a little, reformatting. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life. And for that, he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel 1,000,000,000 times better. Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It helps me remember that every low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who's died so far, the deaths of each and every one of our friends, they all make us stronger. Hello, Capone, how you doing?
Hello.
I swear to God, someday you will pay for this. Holy moly, you're super mad. Like somebody is just unreasonably upset here. Okay, well, time to bring things to a close. But before that, I need to read the postscript.
What? Postscript?
Yep, there's still a bit more left on Sakura's note.
Huh?
Do I have your attention? Okay then, here we go. Prepare your ears for the dulcet tones of yours truly.
It's going good. We've just finished a trial that was royally kicking Cryptic's butt with all of the
fucking rhythm game
game sections.
I hate the rhythm game sections in this game so much. I suck at them. Like, I am so bad at them. Holy crap. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully it will act as a clue to help you unravel the mystery of this school. What? A clue?
We are devastated.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here. And so I've learned one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word and that would have been hip deep in spoiler territory. Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise. The book club is dismissed for today. I'm actively trying not to cry. I'm just trying to enjoy doing Monokuma's voice enough to not cry.
Yeah, it was sad.
I almost cried at Alter Ego's death. I almost cried when Hina was trying to kill everyone. Like, it's a tough night.
Tough night.
But I can't cry. I have new glasses. I don't want to get water stains on them.
No water stains.
What? You can't just stop at the most important bit. It makes your brain rumble and tumble, huh? It makes you so mad you don't even fucking know, huh? That's the whole point, stupid! It's to get back at you for all of your hardening resolve.
Fine, but at least Sakura's not.
Like I never let any of you greaseballs have it.
But...
Sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What is it now?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard, no matter what, and that's seriously it. Huh? Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die, she'll fight you? Well, whatever. Who cares what some dead musclehead has to say? Okay, I'm out of here. You guys should try and get some rest, you know. And maybe take some time to reconsider how you should approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Now think about that. Think long. Think hard. Those were his parting words to us before disappearing. But what was all that about? Sakura's final message? Her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school? The mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
What?
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
The mastermind did something to our bodies. What are they saying the mastermind did? What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, did the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge thoughts like that.
Yo.
So the class trial is over and Monokuma's gone.
But
So now what do we do?
Yes.
What else is there other than to head back up?
Oh, yeah, let's get out of here.
But
Hina must still feel responsible.
dial back that ego a bit, girl. The kind of mystery someone like you could pose is absolutely no threat. I would never have lost to that kind of challenge.
You almost did.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about? Kyoko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologise? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologising to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag? No, I cannot suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and Master. What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball? That's right, I called you a sleazeball. Because you are.
You are a sleazeball. Sleazeball.
Sleazeball. Apparently you still have a death wish. Oh, more biting sarcasm. No wonder you don't have any friends. Please stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the abuse give and take. Me!
Okay. I guess it's not easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how it is for now. And so Sakura's class trial came to an end and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. The story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms and before long, night snuck up on us.
Ding dong, ding dong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially
Bing bong ding dong. Bong ding ding dong.
will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down into sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen into such a deep sleep, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. See, I knew it. He was like, no, it's not me. I'm like, yes, it is you.
Wake up. Wake up.
Huh? The voice dragged me from my deep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko?
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
I see. Yes, Makoto.
His brain at no work.
In a flash, I was wide awake.
What are you doing here?
True.
I'm here to wake you up.
Oh, I see. Wait, but my door.
It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless.
It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised.
But what time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock. In the morning, of course.
3 a.m.? Why was Kyoko waking me up at this hour? It's so late. What happened?
I have a favour I need to ask. Mondo's returned. Do you still
Mondo,
miss
go
him?
the fuck away. I don't miss you anymore. Go away. What's your favor?
So,
Remember what Sakura said at the end of her note? I'm not just going to lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that.
Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips next to my ear and whispered.
The data center on the 4th floor.
What?
I'll meet you there.
Without another word, she was gone. What the fuck?
Scared the shit out of you. I'm sorry, son.
Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. Yeah, the person who does that does it almost nightly, and it scares the shit out of us, even though we expect it at this point.
Yeah.
Like, shh. He goes and revs, like, right outside our place. There is absolutely no need for it.
No.
And it's always the middle of the night, too.
It is always really late at night. Like, it is 10:30. So
Sometimes
why
it's
the
2
fuck?
a.m. and he does it.
Yeah.
Inconsiderate bastard, Mondo. How dare you?
How dare.
Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. The data center? But I thought it was locked. Oh my god. Was it the 3rd floor or the 2nd floor?
4th floor.
4th floor.
You can't teleport, you just have to back out of the room.
Oh, okay. I made my way to the after-hours school and headed to the data center on the 4th floor. Ugh. Eventually I wound up at the data center, but when I arrived, Kyoko's not here. That's weird. She said she'd meet me. Maybe she's inside already? I put my hand at the door with a certain amount of force. It didn't open. I tried again, but it must be locked. What was it that Kyoko said? The data center on the 4th floor?
What's this?
Oh, what are you doing up, mister? Ugh! Breaking into a locked room is incredibly prohibited, don't you know?
Oh, well, I just...
You're trying to tell me you didn't actually try to bust in yet, right? But I can see that, you dolt. Don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself. It looks like you might break in any second, so I just thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Or are you gonna try and tell me you were sleepwalking or something?
No, it's nothing like that.
It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, for crying out loud! Even I get tired, you know. Stop being weird and go back to bed.
What's wrong now?
just a
Why are you out here making a racket?
Kyoko?
No, you two? Whatever, the two of you, just go back to bed. I'm positively exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back.
What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving.
I had no idea what was going on anymore.
shall we go?
Don't worry about it. Let's just go.
Okay.
Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoo, shoo!
So we left and went back to our rooms. And then...
Goodbye.
So, goodbye.
Hold on! Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me get to the data center, which just happened to be locked, and then she shows up late, and we leave without checking a single damn thing. What's the point of all that?
Don't worry about it.
I figured we'd be at the end of our conversation just like always, but...
Goodbye.
Well then, good night.
Sure. And then that was over. But as I turned to leave,
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Kyoko was right next to me once again, whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
It's the meme.
The meme.
It's the meme. 7?
Question mark. Dun dun dun.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Shush, 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 shush. Shush, game. Shush. Shush. The game was like, keep going? No.
No.
Anyway, that is the game. We have a couple more chapters left. Who knows how many? 1, 7, 43.
It's Danganronpa, it's not House and Fate Morgana.
I'll give you a hint. It's neither of those numbers. It's not 1, 7, or 43. 42, maybe. 43, no. No. Well, Sun is putting up all of our links if you want to follow us on any socials, or if you want to buy an energy drink and support the streams, or anything like that. All of your links are conveniently in the linky box in the chat.
And the
linky box. So, tomorrow, Spirit, what are you doing?
I am going to be playing Fish Tank Simulator. I don't know what it's called.
Aquarist.
Where I will be trying to raise fish and not fuck up. I will be raising a family of Kevins. I will fuck up, but it's gonna happen. But I will try not to. I'm gonna raise a family of Kevins where all of their names are tragedies. So that'll be fun.
Mevin. Next week we are trying to figure out what's going on Tuesday. Did we agree that you're gonna just start late, or
I don't know.
We will get back to you on whether or not there's gonna be a stream Tuesday. We've got doctor's appointments that are, funnily enough, at the time of the stream.
Yeah.
So they're telehealth, so I mean I think they are anyway. No?
No.
Oh, they're not?
No.
Damn, I didn't realize the office was actually open that late.
Yep.
Okay, not telehealth, so there probably won't be a stream on Tuesday.
No. Probably not.
Wednesday, more Fata Morgana, big chapter, big. And Thursday is Resident Evil 6. Why do we do this to ourselves? I don't know. And Friday will be more of this.
More of this.
More of this.
Yes.
By the way, we've actually got somebody who's going to be visiting at some point. You don't get to know when. Secrets. But there very well might be a guest on a couple of our streams within this month.
Yes.
Very possibly. Possibly. So, stay tuned.
Keep an ear out for that.
Yes. Keep the ear to the door and just listen. Wait.
Oh.
Try to find out what's going on in our data center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything else to say. Do you?
No. Who are we raiding today?
Lady Chaos VTuber. I almost said Lady Art VTuber Chaos, but she's streaming art.
She streamed art.
Yeah, it looks like she was working in Unity whenever it gave me the channel preview. I think.
Oh, so more model work maybe.
More model work, definitely. So we're gonna
Exciting.
go watch her work on her models. Please come with us. She is excellent. We love her, adore her. Her channel is great.
Yes.
It's just the right amount of lady, just the right amount of chaos,
Mm-hmm.
and just the right amount of VTuber.
Yes.
So anyway, keep it creepy.
Keep it weird.
And most importantly, stay queer. Bye.
Bye.